and welcome back to another video. So today is one of those videos where the kids go to bed. It doesn't look like it right now, but we're just doing the intro with them and then they're gonna go to bed and then we're gonna finish the video. But today's video, we're actually working with C&G Baby Club to spread a really important message, which, as it says on the t-shirt, love, don't judge. Cheese. Oh, he wants to give everyone a kiss. So guys, today, oh, look at you. Wow, do a twirl. Oh, look at you. So C&G have challenged us to talk about what we feel like we get judged about the most, which I think it's probably about being young parents. Yeah, 100%. Which is a lot of people that are young parents will probably feel exactly the same. Maybe you've even felt like you've judged people in the past, and I don't put it past anyone because everyone's probably judged someone without even realizing before. At some point. So yeah. So C&G Baby Club are trying to push that agenda aside so we just don't judge people anymore. So as you can see, the kids are very, very tired right now, so we're about to go and get them to sleep before continuing the video. Also, share in the comments down below if you ever felt like you've been judged as parents. If it's young parents, old parents, anything to do with parenting, make sure to comment it in the comments down below. Right, let's get them to bed, I think. Good night.
So bye.
Right, so we're gonna get straight into question 1. You find it really hard to balance life of work and family life?
Yeah. I would say so.
During lockdown, it's been really hard because it's hard to separate the two because obviously we work so closely together, isn't it? And we're not able to take the kids out to do all these fun things that we'd usually want to be doing.
I feel like the hardest part was like, because we want to spend quality time with them when we don't have to, like be sitting on a laptop, editing a video, jumping on a call. So I feel like that's probably been the hardest thing to balance it out. It's more about quality time because obviously we still are together 24/7. So I feel like in a normal world, we are better at balancing things out because like we can plan a day out. And then if we have that day out, then we kind of like power through and get things done smoothly beforehand as well. I don't know how to explain.
The next assumption actually really ties in with the whole C&G Baby Club thing that we were talking about at the start. And it's literally, you immediately get judged for being young parents. I think we get judged both online and offline straight away. So can I give an example of when I was really judged? When I think the fact that I was by myself with 2 kids and young, I was really heavily judged. I went to Costa one time, right? And I went in there with Harlow and Lake. I think Lake was maybe crying. He was like a newborn at the time. Like it was when we was actually allowed to go out when he was born. So he was very, very young. And he was crying and I was getting served. And then this woman, I don't remember if she necessarily said anything to me, but she looked at me in like absolute disgust.
You know, she's trying like to move over or something.
And then I went and sat down and then I fed Harlow and Lake whilst I was in there. Harlow was laughing, Lake was happy. That woman was still there and she sat like one table right next to me after I'd sat down as well. Like she did it purposely to it, like just to stare at me and judge me. Anyway, I think this other lady noticed that was sitting around on one of the other tables, and she actually came over to me and was like, I think you're an amazing dad, you're doing such a great job, well done. And that literally made my day. I was like so made up. I remember I like rung Nia as soon as she left. I was like, oh my god, this woman just come up to me and said I'm an amazing dad.
I've also got another example that things that we actually spoken on the channel before as well, but when we were allowed to travel and go on flights, like I feel like as soon as you step in with a baby you get judged straight away, which I kind of get it, you know. I feel like that kind of judgment is expected, but there was this one time where we sat down and then this man that was sitting in front of us literally stood up, looked at the back, looked straight at us, and then just called the air hostess, and he was like, I'm not sitting here with them and the babies. Like he was really rude, and I was really literally rude. Just before the flight started, and we're like, okay. So you know, I feel like.
And the best thing was he wasn't even allowed to move.
And it was fine, like they didn't, you know, obviously they probably had like the odd cry.
They were really good on the flight.
But they were really good, yeah. And then again, someone else in the row next to us was saying like, oh my god, you've been amazing in the flight. I feel like it's something that we get judged a lot offline as well as like online is constant, I would say. Like we always have people that don't agree with us or don't agree with like choices that we do, which is absolutely fine. I mean, like, you know, every single person is different. People are born into different families, people are born into different cultures, people are born into different beliefs. So you can't expect every single person to be exactly like you are, which I feel like sometimes people don't really understand, and then it will just like it will be something slight off of their way and they will like just start judging straight away. So yeah, when after we were pregnant with Harlow, like honestly 70% of the comments on the video were like very bad comments.
That's a mistake, you two are stupid, blah,
and
blah,
it was
blah,
like very daunting as well, because we were so happy and so excited to be sharing such a special moment in our lives. And obviously as first time parents, we wasn't gonna get some things right. It's like a constant learning movement, but people are so quick to judge.
The next assumption is you want to get a puppy.
Yes, yep. And no.
I would love to get a puppy, but I do think probably now's not the right time to get a puppy. Hopefully as we come out of lockdown it's gonna become easier, but it's so hard with 2 little kids in one house when we all work from home at the same time as well. I can't imagine adding a little puppy to the mix right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have a puppy. I love the idea of them growing up with a puppy. I think that's really nice. But I want to be able to like give it my all to that puppy, and you know, there's a lot of things that we still want to do. Like we still want to travel with the kids, and we just don't think it's fair to have a puppy now if we can't be 100% there, you know, like, and even like when the world goes back to normal, like we still are very busy. Like we go to London every single week, whether it's for like meetings or events. Like that is already quite hard with the kids. Like most of the times we're gonna just grab them and they come with us.
You guys don't want to move out of Brighton?
No, but I think we're open to if there's ever.
Yeah, like we definitely don't want to move out of Brighton. Like, oh, we want to move out of Brighton, is it? But when we look for our next house, it's not like we have to be in Brighton.
We're not completely tied to Brighton, I would say.
We've even spoken about moving country, so we're definitely not tied to Brighton, are we?
No.
You are doing YouTube as little as you possibly can.
No.
Definitely not. That's actually so far incorrect. It is hard, like we haven't uploaded as much as we used to upload, but again, the lockdown has made it really hard. We've got 2 young little kids that we're trying to spend time with them, we're trying to create YouTube content, plus it's hard to create our normal content because we can't go out and do things. Like that's what our whole channel is based around, going out as a family, spending time doing fun things, doing challenges and stuff like that. When we're stuck in the house, there's not much we can do, is there?
No. In the beginning of the year was probably the only time that we took like a YouTube break. For the last, I want to say 3-4 years, it was the one time that we didn't upload for like 2.5 weeks or 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
It felt like forever for us as well. But still, even from then, we haven't not uploaded a video. Like every single week we're uploading at least 2 videos. It used to be between 2 and 3, and now it's more between 1 and 2. So we're still creating content.
And we're actually in the process of building a small team behind us as well, yeah, which is gonna really, really help. Once we've got that sorted, then I feel like we will be back to 3 videos a week.
We're really excited about that.
So yeah, we can't wait for that. So hopefully that's all gonna come into fruition within the next few weeks. Also, we're gonna be able to go out in the next few weeks, so hopefully
things are just gonna get better.
Oh yeah, I have my channel which has gone live again. I've had a few videos go live on that already, so make sure to go check them out.
So we definitely don't try and do it as little, as sometimes things obviously get on the way, and we always say that we want to do quality over quantity. So that has been so many times that we filmed videos and I just sat down to edit and I said, okay, so like we can't upload this because it just seems like it's not really us.
Next one is, you wanted to have a boy first.
Nope.
I'd say before Nee was pregnant, I always said I wanted to have a boy first, but that's like not really ever thinking about it. So the way I used to think of it was like this typical like stereotype, you have the boy first, they're the big, strong older brother that's gonna look after like his little sister type thing. But actually, since having kids, I've realized I think it's flipped. Harlow looks after Lake way more than I think Lake would have looked after Harlow if they were flipped the other way around. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. She cares more about him.
Like
she's so like mumsy, isn't she?
Yeah.
As Lake's like a little boy. And he doesn't care.
And I feel like everyone sort of imagines their lives in a way. Like I generally had no preference whatsoever. If anything, I'll probably be a little bit scared to have a boy first because I was born into like a girl's family. Like I've got 2 sisters, got my mom. So like it would have been like scarier for me to have a boy first, But either way, like, I know it sounds kind of cliche, but it's so true. Like, as long as it's healthy, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, as soon as you got pregnant, I had no preference. Like, anyone would ask me all the way up to like the gender reveal, I honestly had no preference whatsoever. You don't get to spend much time as just the two of you.
To be honest, these days, not really.
Yeah, we really don't. I think again, when things open up and stuff, we will, because it's not like we can just send the kids off to my mum's just to be at home. But when we're allowed to go out for dinner and things like that, my mum will come over and watch the kids so we can go out.
It sounds so contradicting because we spend every single day together.
Yeah, we spend all day together, every day together.
But it's not like actually spending, because like even when together, obviously our first priority is the kids. We don't actually have that moment where, even when I go to bed, like we are overcompensating on things that we should have done on the day, or that you know.
And just we're tired by then. Like it's like, oh.
We're so drained.
And most of the time when we do watch something, we're like this.
Yeah, oh my god, we tried to watch a series the other day. It was like a 4-episode series. It took us a whole week because we just fall asleep in the
We just had to keep going back and rewatching it. It was so annoying. So the next one is, your house is worth over £500,000. So we actually bought it for less than that, but we've had quite a lot of work done in the house.
And we actually had someone around the other day to evaluate the house. And they said that it's definitely increased, you know, and then we also told them about our future plans and stuff. Like everything that we put into it, we're gonna somehow get it back when it goes up for sale in the future, so.
You wish that Nicole's family lived in the UK so you could see them more?
Oh, 1,000,000%.
We do 1,000,000% wish that. But no, I think if they lived in Brighton, that would just be amazing, wouldn't it?
My mum would have actually loved to live in Brighton. She always said about it, like ever since I moved and I had kids. But I do feel like it's such a difference, especially like culturally. Like she doesn't fully speak English. Like she understands and she speaks the basics. And like there's so much that's different from my culture. Things that like, obviously was a shock for me. But I feel like as being younger...
You moved at a good age, didn't you? Like,
yeah, exactly. Because it's just like, a lot of things are completely different. And I feel like if you're younger, you're more flexible with that. And like if she's lived in Brazil like her whole life and she's used to things being a certain way, it would be a lot harder for her to have that sort of move. So that's why I always say like, I'd love her to move to Portugal. And there's like all the things that are just so different.
So the final one, I assume it was love at first sight. I'll let you answer that one.
No, I'll let you answer.
No, I'll ask you, go on.
Yeah, I would say
okay,
so.
Good. To be honest, I would say so too.
I was going to say 100% because we couldn't even fully understand ourselves.
Yeah, like, it's weird because I would say I'm the sort of person that never believed in love at first sight, especially when we met. But looking back, there's no doubt. I introduced her to like all my family within like a week. Like my nan, like even like my nan, like I'd never introduced anyone to my nan. Like it was absolutely mental.
So our first day we actually went for a walk, and I can guarantee that by the end we finished our walk, you were in love with me, weren't you?
I thought you were a nice girl. The funniest thing about it, which makes me really believe it, like Nee said, we hardly understood each other. Like, no, not hardly. We did understand each other, but there was a lot of moments where, like, I would say something to Nee, like, "What's your favourite colour?" And she'd go, "Haha, yeah." And I'd be like, "Haha, yeah." Just where, like,
so much.
But like Nee had a really strong Brazilian accent at the time.
No, and also I learned American English, so a lot of the things that Casey would say, like trousers. I didn't know what trousers were.
Yeah,
things like,
and like even just things like road, like Nee would know that as street.
Yeah, and just like it's like little things that.
Do you want me to put your rubbish in the bin? And then she was like,
I knew what
rubbish
bin was, but
there was loads of things like that,
which
which obviously mean that we must have been in love because we carried on talking even though we didn't understand each other. Right, guys. So, like I said before, make sure to go and check out C&G Baby Club because they have some really, really important messages. But guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please do smash a big thumbs up, subscribe down below if you're new, and we'll see you in another video very, very soon. Peace.
Bye.